So I know I look different today because I have my hair up. My hair is actually up. That's so you can see what I'm doing with my ears this time because I've noticed that it's gotten really annoying in my videos. So what I'm going to be doing today is showing you what piercings I have and which ones I've had. So yeah, my first piercings were my lovely first holes that I have gauged now. Then I'm starting to gauge. My second piercing, my lip. This is not a regular lip ring, this is actually just an earring with a diamond in it. Because my mom doesn't like it. My third piercing, my second holes, my lovely second holes that have my new pinchers in them, which are faux pinchers, they're fake. My third piercing, or no, my fourth piercing was my cartilage piercing, my amazing cartilage piercing, my fifth piercing was my eyebrow. Don't hide the barn because my mom made me take it out. And the reason that these balls on here look so small is because I took them off of my eyebrow bar. My sixth piercings were my third holes. And then at one point I had my nose done. She said I had to take it out for the same reason, my mom doesn't like it. And one point I had snip bites. This one closed up because my mom made me take it out as soon as I did it, because this one I did last year. This one I did like 2 minutes ago. And as soon as I did it, the next morning my mom thought she didn't take it out. She was letting me have my freedom with this one. Well, not yet. I've been waiting for a year. And the first thing I put in it since I took it out, like 7 months ago, 8 months ago. First thing I put in it, it's still as big as it was, so I could fit my old lip ring in it if I wanted to. At one point I had my wrist pierced. At one point I had an arrow. It looked like an arrow anyway. It went right here. Yeah, right here. And it had a point on this end. Yeah, this way. It had a point on this end and a ball on this end. It was meant to look like an arrow. And then I had in Sharpie I drew a heart around it, so it was supposed to look like an arrow through the heart. I had to pick that up because my mom didn't like it again. At one point I had my belly button pierced. I had to take it out because I couldn't get the belly bar through it. I know, it's a shame. What I use is for the bigger ones that require bigger earrings besides just regular studs, I pierce it with a regular standard 22 gauge sewing needle and stretch it out with one of these. It's just a yarn needle. I have yarn on it because I used it in this ear, or in both of my ears before I put in these ones. This is, I think it's around a 16 gauge. And this was like a 10 gauge, so big jump. But yeah, I pierce it and then I stretch it out with these ones so I can get it through. Only problem was I couldn't get it through the hole. I tried leaving the needle in for an entire night. All I did was stick, I put a rubber band, like a big rubber band, I just kept wrapping around on one side, the side that wasn't sharp, and on the side that was sharp, I think I stuck, a cork on it or something. I don't remember, but I stuck something on it so it wouldn't come off the next morning. I just took it out because I couldn't go to school without it, and it wasn't any bigger. At one point I had my nipple pierced. I don't remember what else. I know I've pierced several other things. Things that I wouldn't be able to show you on YouTube. And things that I wouldn't show you on YouTube even if YouTube did allow it. So, yeah. What I hope to do is by the time I move out, I hope to have my ear pierced all the way up on this side, and then have it pierced part way up, then get industrial and have two right here. What I'm going to do at the top is I'm just going to get them, instead of getting them pierced back, I'm going to get them pierced straight up. And I'm going to get the labret studs and get the spiked ones and have spikes right here. The one piercing I will never do would have to be either my tongue or my eyelid. A lot of people pierce their eyelids. Personally, I think it's gross. Another piercing that I will never do is private area piercings. And I will never pierce my nipple again. That hurt. I won't do it again. By the time I actually numbed it, by the time I realized it hurt, I was already halfway through and I wasn't stopping. That would just be a complete waste. But yeah. The only piercings that I can do now are piercings that are not noticeable at all or are nearly not noticeable. So like discreet piercings. If anyone needs any advice about piercing yourself, piercing other people, or has any basically ideas for me to do, then yeah, go ahead and message me, comment. I will read all my comments. I do read all my messages. And so until I vlog or post next time, I will talk to all of you guys later. Bye.